Hey y'all, it's your girl Courtney Marie and spend the day with me. Today I'm going to be making some banana bread. We're going to be doing a full face of drugstore makeup, and I'm also going to add a few decor pieces to my house for the month of February. So let's get into it. So first things first is eyebrows, which I did off camera. However, I used the e.l.f. brow freeze first to lay my hairs down, and then I did a little bit of filling in with my NYX micro eyebrow pencil, and now I'm using the NYX eyebrow glue to lay my hairs down even more, make them look more defined, and also to make it look more natural. And also for these drugstore products, I went to CVS, but I also went to Ulta and picked up some more affordable products, and they all will get the job done. So moving on to the face, we're going to use everybody's favorite primer, the e.l.f. PowerGrip Primer. It is a gel-based hydrating primer that will grip your makeup, okay? Your makeup will last all day wearing this primer. And then we're also going to use the e.l.f. Poreless face primer. So usually I use two primers. One is for hydration and the other one is for pores. I like my makeup to be smooth and flawless. I don't want no pores showing at all. For foundation, I wanted to try something new. I usually use the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, which is about $10. However, I decided to try the Maybelline Super Stay foundation, which is about $15. I got two shades. I got 355 and 360, simply because I thought I would have to mix them together. However, I'm just using the shade 360. And I'm just going to blend it out with my brush, not brushing, but patting that foundation into my skin. For concealers, I'm using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I'm using the shade Deep Caramel and also Deep Chestnut. So the Deep Caramel shade is what I'm using now. I'm putting it in the inner corners of my eyes. And then the darker concealer, the Deep Chestnut, I'm going to place on the outer corners. I'm going to use the Deep Caramel shade on the bridge of my nose, my forehead, and also my chin area. And then I'm going to take the darker shade, the Deep Chestnut, and I'm going to place that underneath my contour. So I did do contour, however, I wasn't recording by mistake. But I used the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, and I just placed it really on my forehead and on my cheekbone area. So I didn't want to do too much. This was a quick and natural drugstore makeup look. So I'm just taking my Juvia's Place bronzer palette and I'm just using it as eyeshadow. This is one of my favorite bronzer palettes. However, another good affordable bronzer palette will be the Black Radiance. So now that the concealer has set a little bit, we're going to buff out those edges. So I'm taking my brush and I'm using a light hand and I'm simply patting that concealer in, buffing out those edges. I'm not swiping, I'm just patting like I'm using a beauty blender. And the brush I'm using is Real Techniques. It's actually their contour brush. However, it's not dense enough for me to blend out my contour, so I just use it to blend out my concealer, and it works for me. So I'm just taking my time. Blending is a process. You do not want to rush through it. You want to take your time, make sure that you're actually getting into those creases, making sure you hit every corner, and just making sure that you don't have any brush marks, making sure everything is just blended well, flawless, seamless. You get the point. For setting powder, I'm using my Nye Banana setting powder that I got from Amazon. I feel like this is a good setting powder for beginners. However, there are also other good setting powders out there like the Maybelline Fit Me, the Airspun setting powder from Walmart. That was the first setting powder that I ever used and I still have it. But anyway, I'm just placing that over that concealer. I feel like you should definitely invest in a good setting powder because I really think it's the key to having a flawless matte face. You don't want your concealer to crease. You don't want your face looking oily or cakey. Anyway, now I am using that same bronzer that I used on my eyes, and I'm just placing it on my forehead area, and I'm also going to place it on my cheekbone area just to add some warmth back into my face. Now, to blend everything together and to get rid of any loose powder, I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me Face Powder in the shade 360, and I'm just going to put it everywhere. Blend everything together, get rid of any harsh lines, just make sure everything is blended well together. You got something real base. You wanna get with me, stop. For setting spray, I'm using the NYX Plump Finish Setting Spray, and I also picked up this NYX eyeliner. It is the NYX Epic Wear Waterproof Eyeliner, and it's in the shade Brown Metal. I wasn't planning on putting it all over my lid, however my intrusive thoughts got in the way. However, I'm not complaining because it turned out good. It turned out looking amazing. So now I'm just applying some mascara. This is the Maybelline Sky High Mascara, and honestly, y'all, this is some good mascara. Like, I put this beside my Fenty Beauty Hella Thick Mascara. If y'all know me, y'all know that is a real compliment right there. But I applied lashes, which were from Kiss, and now I'm applying eyeliner with my NYX Eyeliner Pencil. My lip liner is from NYX as well. It's in the shade Espresso. And then I'm going to be using the Revolution Pout Balm Plumping Lip Gloss, and that is in the shade Candy. And this is the final look. I don't think you can even tell that I use drugstore products. I don't think you can tell. I just look that good. And my man said I look good too. Let me go make him some of this banana bread. So yeah, I got this recipe from TikTok. I got it from Big Lotto Sister Brooke, and I was like, I need to try this. I want to make this for my man. So I took about 4 bananas and I mashed them up as best as I could. And then I took about 1/3 of melted butter, 1 cup of sugar, 1 egg, and also a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And I'm just going to mix that all together. So she used a hand mixer, but I do not own one. I don't be baking cakes and stuff. So I'm just mixing it the best way I could, but if you have a mixer, use it. Here I just add 1.5 cups of flour, and I'm just mixing it up. So for the streusel, I'm taking 1/3 cup of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of flour, and also 2 tablespoons of butter. Cinnamon, you can add cinnamon if you like it. If not, you don't have to add it, but I'm adding some. And then I'm going to butter my pan up using this butter flavored spray, and I'm going to pour that mix in my loaf pan. Then we're going to sprinkle that streusel on top. The oven should be set to 350, and it's going to bake for 1 hour. So I picked up a few things from Home Goods simply because February is coming up right around the corner. I just want to add a few touches to my house. Definitely have more stuff to add, but didn't want to do too much. Just wanted to set a little vibe for me and my man. So y'all, this recipe is bomb. The bread is bomb. If y'all like this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all on my next one.